Wait.
Hello, free-to-play players. I have a big warning to all of you, okay? So basically, once you hit level 50, you are able to, of course, take your characters all the way to 80. And that, of course, means you can take their skills all the way to 8. And obviously, you can take their weapon to 80 as well. Now, the big problem here is that this process is super expensive. Very expensive and resource heavy. Just like every other gacha we've been playing, there's always a certain part where resources and the grind becomes insane. And with Wuthering Waves, I found that Union level 50 is that point, that wall. It didn't feel as really grindy or expensive before, but now it definitely is. Taking Jinsei all the way up made me broke. Of course, I'm better now because I had to take a few days to farm shell credits. It made me broke. So this video is basically gonna be my tips and warning to all those players out there, specifically free to play. I'm gonna be telling you how to prioritize your grinding and spend your wave plates wisely so that you don't completely go broke. So first things first, the best thing you need to do is quit farming echoes, tacit fields rather. You could still slaughter echoes around the map all you want, but tacit fields are gonna be the last thing that you need to worry about from here on out. The main priority is whatever character you want to build up first. So obviously you need to figure out how much shell credits you have. If you don't have maybe at least 1.5 million, you might want to farm up shell credits. Make sure you have enough of that. Be sure you have all the required materials to ascend the character in the first place. So, you know, of course, their boss materials, the flowers, the cores, so that you can go ahead and ascend them. You don't necessarily, I'll be honest, you don't necessarily have to level them all the way up to 80. Of course, you're going to be missing out on like almost 1,000 health, a little bit of attack, and a little bit more defense. It's not the biggest problem if you don't want to level them all the way up to 80, because as you can see here, it costs a crazy 200k shell credits just to do that. And obviously, if you did want to do that, you have to make sure you have enough XP as well. You can see here, it's taking, what, Resonance XP, whatever. It takes 64 purple of them, 7 blue ones, 5 green ones, and 2 gold ones. Yeah, if you wanted to get them to 80, you're going to have to make sure you have enough of those. So honestly, the more I'm thinking about it, you might want a little bit more than 1.5 million shell credits, because it gets insane to get a skill up from 7 to 8 costs 50,000. So it's going to go 16,000 plus 30,000 and then plus 50,000. So that is about 96,000. So almost 100k just to get these up. And then of course you got these upgrades too if you wanted them. So that's 50k each if you wanted to do all these. So 50k, 100k, 150k, 200k. 200k just to get these side upgrades here, which depending on what they are, they're really important. Especially if they're crit. If they're crit, those can come really handy. Shit, I lied. It's going to cost even more. 200k for these top nodes here, and then 100k for both of these. So in total, you're looking at 300k just to get these if you wanted to. And then 300k to get like the main skills here. The skill Forte Circuit Liberation, and if your character is normal attack heavy, another like 100k to get that up too. So you're looking at a total of about 700k shell credits roughly if you wanted to get all these main skills here. I don't think the intro skill is that important in my opinion, but if you wanted these main ones here, you're looking about 700k, 600k, not including the normal attack. But everything else, like these nodes here, these nodes right here, I don't think the attack here is as important, but that's even more if you wanted those as well. 300k more, so almost 1 million in total if you want to upgrade all of that up. That's insane. So that on top of like 240k to get them to 80, little more than a mil. And then you got to take into account their weapon as well, which is going to be 80k to get their weapon ascended, and probably 200k just like the characters, if not more, which is insane. So you really have to spend your wave plates wisely. So just like I said, make sure you have at the bare minimum like 1.5 million shell credits. If you wanted to be absolutely sure, 2 million. Ascend them. You don't have to level them up to 80 if you don't want to. Then focus on their forte stuff, their forte abilities. You're going to have to farm their forgery challenge for the skill materials, and then their weekly bosses, of course. And then you want to spend even more on the forgery challenge to get their weapon up, and XP for that weapon too, if you need that. So yeah. Just like I said at the beginning of the video, the cost to go from 70 to 80 and level up their abilities is insane. Once you get that done, once you get your character at a good spot, you then probably have to farm up a little more, just like what I did. I had to go farm more shell credits to try and build another character. So I'm in that process. It's rinse and repeat. You go character by character. The grind gets insane. You know, from here, from 50 to 60 and even more, you want to save tacit field grinding for last. Focus on their ability and main guaranteed stats first, and then you can focus on tacit fields for your ideal echoes. Spend your wave plates wisely. All right, don't try and build and max out all your characters at once, because you're only just going to be broke the entire time. Okay, if that's what you want to do, I can't stop you, but ideally go character by character. And then once you hit 60, it's going to be pretty much the same process, most likely even more expensive. So yeah, this is my warning. And obviously taking a completely unleveled character all the way to 80 is going to cost way more. You're going to have to really be prepared for that yourself. All right, this is mainly for those who are taking characters from 70 to the max. But yeah, have fun completely leveling a character. It's going to take a while for that. It really is. It takes a while just to get 70 to 80 and then their abilities. It took me roughly a week to get Jinsey at where she's now. It's actually insane. It really is. I've yet to really build another character or max out another character. I'm in that process to prepare. Of course, if you're exploring around the map, doing all that, that's going to come in handy too, because you're getting additional materials here and there as well. So you could always do that if you wanted to. I don't really feel like doing all that because I'm not really an explorer when it comes to gacha games. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's going to do it for this video. I hope it helped for you guys. Good luck grinding, guys. I hope you don't get too broke. See you in the next one. Goodbye, Chad Muffins.